for Yuri Terrorista Fraga.
Phil, Yuri represents Gracie Humaita. That is the original gym by Helio Gracie. Maybe not the founder of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, but certainly the man who refined it into what we know today as the beginnings of mixed martial arts.
And Carrick, when you think about Gracie, you think about submission grappling, you think about Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, and that is reflected in Yuri Terrorista Fraga's record. 13 wins in his professional career, 1 by way of KO, 1 by way of decision, and 11 by way of submission. You're looking at a legitimate Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt. 9 of his wins have come by way of first round finish. 8 by submission, 1 by KO. Also has a real solid Muay Thai style, so uses his strikes and kicks brilliantly to close distance. You see Brave Combat Federation fighter Christopher Silva in his corner there. Interestingly though, he hasn't competed since May of 2016 when he defeated Brenson Ribeiro by first round rear naked choke.
Phil, as mixed martial arts becomes ever more sophisticated, the fighter slash coach simultaneously has become more and more rare. Used to be the norm for top fighters. It no longer is. One question in my mind is, can this man wear 2 hats? Can he be a coach and fight at the highest level of his game? We're about to find out.
Well, I suppose that's the difficulty, Carrick. How much of yourself do you selfishly give to your students and the people around you? But then there are times where you need to be a little bit selfish. Perhaps not selfish, but self-care is important in MMA. You need to be a little bit more about yourself when it comes to being a fighter. You need to give everything of yourself to your training.
Well put, Phil. Not a lot of people know it, but simply holding Thai pads all day, every day, damages your body. The trainer gives his body to the students by holding those pads. This is somebody who kicks the pads and he holds them. It's no mean feat.
Yuri Terrorista Fraga makes his way into the Brave Arena for his Brave Combat Federation debut.
And let's welcome his opponent into the cage. From New Jersey, USA, put your hands together for Phil Zilla Hawes.
Phil, this fight is sponsored by Protini.si Sports Nutrition. It tastes great, it's good for you, and it makes your muscles bigger. And speaking of big muscles, what can you tell me about the middleweight about to enter the Brave cage?
Phil Zilla Hawes made a devastating debut in Brave Combat Federation in November of 2019 in Hyderabad, India, where he dispatched of Dominic Strober in the first round with a beautiful rear naked choke. You can see he was walking in there wearing an Iowa State jersey, competed as a Division I wrestler at Iowa State. Prior to that, he was the 2010 Junior College National Wrestling Champion at Iowa Central College. Incredibly dangerous, has been modifying his game. He's not just a grappler. That's shown by the fact that he has 4 wins in his mixed martial arts career by way of KO and TKO. Has never been to the judges. We see there an undefeated amateur career before transitioning into the pro ranks. Has never been to the 3rd round in his professional career. Fast, explosive, powerful. But he will need to keep his P's and Q's about him fighting Yuri Fraga. Incredibly dangerous jiu-jitsu versus incredibly dangerous wrestling and striking.
Phil, in terms of strategy, I think we know what Phil Zilla is going to do. Press forward, strike, look for the takedown if it presents itself. If you're Yuri Fraga, Terrorista, what's your approach?
I'll tell you right after we get this kicking off and sending it up to the man himself, Mr. Carlos Kramer.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this next war is 3 5-minute rounds in the middleweight division. This battle is brought to you by Protini.si Sports Nutrition. Let's meet our first warrior. Fighting out of the blue corner, this man's a mixed martial artist with a professional record of 13 wins. losses, and 1 draw. He stands 183 centimeters tall and weighs already 84.4 kilograms. Representing Gracie Humata International, Brazil, by the way of UAE. Give it up for Yuri Fraga! And his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, this man is a mixed martial artist with a professional record of 6 wins and 2 losses. He stands 183 centimeters tall and weighs already 84.4 kilograms. Representing Tiger Schulman's Gym and fighting out of New Jersey, USA. Give it up for Phil Zilla Hawes. Your referee is Emiliano Carosi.
So does Phil Zilla try and take his opponent down and risk being in that guard? Does he try and keep it standing? Stand and bang.
I think what we might see is Phil Zilla Hawes implement his defensive wrestling in order to keep the fight standing and not go into the submission realm with an incredibly dangerous BJJ black belt.
Phil Zilla is suffering a slight reach disadvantage. Does not seem to be affecting him yet. That fade is a little bit dangerous. You don't want to do it a lot.
Nice 1-2 by Zilla. You can see that he's not diving in. He had the perfect opportunity after that 1-2 to shoot in for a takedown, but I think we may be seeing Zilla choosing to keep this fight standing. Try and work a little bit on that striking game.
Phil, Yuri Fraga's hands are just a little bit too low for me to feel comfortable with what he's doing. He's using range to protect himself, but when you're facing an athlete of Phil Zilla's extraordinary talents, you can't count on distance to save you.
Nice head movement there from Phil Zilla. Just gets himself off the center line. He's getting closer with that 1-2.
I'd also like to see Yuri keep a little bit more distance between his back and that fence.
Phil Zilla, not just a wrestler, has competed professionally in Muay Thai. So again, just an illustration of how well-rounded he is, and I guess an illustration of just how well-rounded a mixed martial artist needs to be in the modern context of the game, Kirik.
Phil Zilla is a protege of TS MMA, Tiger Schulman's MMA. Most successful chain in mixed martial arts.
Nice little cross-check there from Fraga. Phil Zilla's getting dangerously close with that right hand. That push kick makes me cringe every time I see it. Yuri Fraga, as he seems to be moving backward, he lets his hands drop. Very dangerous game to play.
He does have a very durable chin, but that's not something you want to have tested in this sport.
He may have got rocked just a little bit there.
He's lost his legs. Phil Zilla wants to jump on him fast, and he's doing
him
it
again.
The head clears in 5 to 10 seconds. Phil knows it. He's going to try and put that hand on the head again. He's done it.
He dropped him.
He's
That
dropped
could be
him. Phil Zilla wreaking havoc.
Big ground and pound being landed here by Phil Zilla.
Very intelligent not to fall inside that guard.
And again, showing his MMA IQ by not diving in. May even choose and elect to take a step back and beckon Yuri back to his feet.
This is a brilliant fight strategy, Phil. Phil Zilla is not going to fall inside that guard and risk getting triangled, risk getting key locked, risk getting armbarred. He's happy to stay out of danger and cause damage.
The referee chooses to do Phil's job for him and gets Yuri back to his feet. Has Fraga had enough time to recover? Has the head cleared? Oh, caught again, he's wobbled. That could be it. Big shot, he's out on his feet. Heavy hammer fist.
This
could be the
going
end.
for it. This
Phil
time he's
Zilla
going for it.
Landing beautiful elbows. But Fraga manages to work back in.
Yuri Fraga is a bad man.
This time Phil Zilla again, just showing serious calm and restraint. Could be seeing another big right hand coming from Phil Zilla.
Phil, very smart, goes to the body, then the head.
Those right hands are absolutely huge. And he's just pinging them off the head of Yuri Fraga.
I'm also loving the fact that Phil Zilla is not going crazy. He's having luck, picking his shots from the outside. He's dancing with a gal that brung him.
Ironically, it's Phil Zilla that's landing bombs, not Terrorista. Another big overhand. This could be it. Huge shots coming in from Phil Zilla.
Phil Zilla completely composed, stifled.
This is it. You don't even see Yuri trying to snake in, trying to turn in.
This is it, Phil. This is it. Those hips are not turning. Yuri Fraga not trying to get guard.
Hammer fist from Phil Zilla. Referee's taking a long, hard look at it.
We no longer see intelligent defense.
This is not intelligent defense, as you say, Carrick. This is just absorbing punishment. That's
and
it.
It's over. Phil Zilla.
Phil Zilla Hawes with the second first round finish in his Brave career. Maintains his 100% finish record in his MMA career.
The Tiger Schulman MMA fighter is dominant in the Brave Combat Federation cage.
Fifth win by KO or TKO in the all-round career of Phil Zilla Hawes. Remaining calm, remaining humble.
Good news, Phil. Yuri Fraga is okay. He's up on his feet. Maybe just a little bit unsteady. Does not appear to be concussed.
And that right hand all day was money for Phil Zilla Hawes. Almost looks disinterested. Beautiful performance by the Tiger Schulman's product.
Couple of friendly words between these two. Even in the case of a TKO like this, you still have got to get the exact time right. You've got to get the official determination of how it ends. Looks like it's happened. Carlos Kramer having a couple of words with the ref, and Carlos makes it official.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, another explosive Brave Combat Federation WFC battle in the cage. This one comes to an end at 4 minutes and 42 seconds of the first round. Your winner by TKO due to strikes, Phil Zilla.